In this video, we will solve some numerical problems based on electrostatics force. Since in maximum problems, we have to find resultant of electrostatics force on any one charge. To solve different problems, we will remember following two results. First, Coulomb's law. F equal to constant Q1 Q2 upon R square, where Q1 and Q2 magnitude of charges and R distance between them, and K is constant and value of K is 9 into 10 to power 9 in SI system. Second, to determine their resultant, we will use parallelogram law. If two vectors, vector A and B, are represented by two sides of parallelogram, then their resultant is represented by diagonal passing through cross section, and magnitude of resultant force is equal to under root A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta, where theta angle between vector A and vector B. For direction, if resultant vector made an angle alpha with vector A, then tan alpha is equal to B sin theta upon A plus B cos theta. If theta equal to 0 degree, therefore C equal to A plus B. If theta equal to 180 degree, therefore C equal to A minus B. And if A equal to V means magnitude of both vectors are same, then resultant vector C equal to 2A cos theta by 2. When theta equal to 0 degree, resultant vector is along direction of both vectors, and when theta equal to 180 degree, then direction of resultant vector along direction of vector direction of vector of large magnitude, and when A equal to B, then resultant is passing through midpoint of both vectors. So, to solve numerical problems based on electrostatic force, first we will find individual force with the help of Coulomb's law, and then their resultant will be calculated by parallelogram law. For example, if four point charges are placed on corner of a square of length of side small a, we have to find net force on any one charge. In this question, suppose we have to find net force on B. So first we find force on B due to A, due to C, and due to D by Coulomb's law. Therefore, by Coulomb's law, force on B due to A is equal to constant QQ upon A square, and which is also equal to force on B due to C. But force on B due to D, length of diagonal is A root 2. Therefore, force on B due to D is equal to constant QQ upon A root 2 square, which is equal to constant QQ upon 2A square. Since like charges always repel to each other, therefore force on B due to A is towards AB, and force on B due to C towards CB, and force on B due to D towards DB. For resultant force, first we will find resultant of FA and FC. Since FA equal to FC, therefore C equal to 2A cos theta by 2 by parallelogram law. Net force of FA and FC, F dash equal to 2A. A means FA or FC cos 90 by 2, because angle between A and B, FA and FC is 90 degree. That equal to 2 FA cos 45 means 1 upon root 2 means FA root 2, which is passing through midpoint. Therefore net force on B due to ACD is equal to F dash plus FD. Since direction of F dash and FD are same, therefore C equal to A plus B, that means F equivalent equal to F dash plus FD. So F dash FA root 2 and plus FD constant QQ upon 2A square, that equal to FA means constant QQ upon A square root 2 plus constant QQ upon 2A square, that equal to constant QQ upon A square common term root 2 plus 1 by 2. If infinite point charges plus Q are placed at x equal to 1 meter, x equal to 2 meter, x equal to 4 meter up to infinite, we have to find net force on any one charge which is placed at origin. Therefore in this question we find force on charge which is placed at origin due to all charges but with the help of Coulomb's law. Therefore force on charge due to first F1 equal to constant QQ upon 1 square, since distance of first charge from origin is 1 meter. Similarly F2 force due to second charge constant QQ upon 2 square, due to third charge constant QQ upon 4 square up to so on. Therefore net force F equal to F1 plus F2 plus F3 so on plus so on. Since direction of all forces are same, therefore resultant F equal to F1 plus F2 plus F3 plus so on. That implies F equal to constant QQ upon 1 square plus constant QQ upon 2 square plus constant QQ upon 4 square plus so on. That equal to constant QQ 1 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 16 plus so on, which is in GP series of infinite terms, and sum of infinite terms in GP series S equal to A upon 1 minus R, where A is first term and R is common ratio. Therefore F equal to constant QQ, A first term means 1 upon 1 minus R, common ratio means 1 upon 4, which is equal to constant QQ into 4 upon 3. In next question, if capital Q charge is divided in two parts such a manner that applied force between them is maximum, then find magnitude of charges of both parts. So suppose capital Q charge be divided in two parts, small q and capital Q minus small q, and kept at a distance r, and applied force between them is maximum. Therefore, dF upon dQ is equal to 0, which is condition for maxima. Since by Coulomb's law F equal to constant small q, capital Q minus small q upon r square is equal. Therefore, d upon dq constant q, capital Q minus small q upon r square is equal to 0. That implies constant upon r square d upon dq, q capital Q minus small q is equal to 0. That means d upon dq, q capital Q minus small q is equal to 0. Solve by product of two functions. That implies first function differentiation of second plus second function differentiation of first means minus 2q plus capital Q is equal to 0, means 2q equal to capital Q, means q equal to q by 2. Therefore, magnitude of charges, first q equal to capital Q by 2 and second q minus q by 2 means q by 2. That means magnitude of charges are q by 2 and q by 2.